These are my 2 goals in life. Build a luxury camper van and get jacked. I'm gonna turn this van into a luxury house on wheels. And I'm going to build as much muscle as I possibly can in the process of building this van. I've already began building this camper van up and I've came a long way. Not only have I been posting my gym progress consistently, but I've also been posting the progress on this van build consistently as well. So I decided to turn this into a full-blown series. Can I get jacked while I build this camper van? I recently just installed this nice sink. It's like a sink slash office slash dinner table slash vanity slash everything, because these are really the only cabinets I have set up right now. But if I flip this up, this is my dinner table slash office, and it allows more space for me to work in my little kitchen. And then this opens up, revealing my sink. I got a lot of switches over here. This one in particular turns the water on. I can then wash my dishes, wash my hands. I got a shower. I don't want to waste all the water showing it off though. But this pulls out as well. I can open these doors. I can point this outside with the shower mode on. Take an outdoor shower in the middle of the mountains somewhere if I ever go on a trip. Or if I'm dirty at work, I can take an outdoor shower with my clothes on. These cabinets are pretty sweet. I installed a tip-out drawer. I even got a second one right here with a little box. I don't know what to put in it yet. I got 2 pull-out drawers and my trash can underneath. This is how I access my plumbing. I got 6 gallons of fresh water that go through a water pump and come out of the faucet. And then when the water drains, it drains into this gray water tank. And then behind the vanity, I have a little area for a blender. I got an outlet over here that's 120 volts. This is the water pump that I just used. Controller for my heater. It's telling me I gotta service my heater right now. 2 12-volt ports. Each port has 2 USB ports and 1 port for the newer iPhone. I forgot what it's called. I got my phone charger on the 1 cord. And then I got my light switch here. It's also a dimmable one if you hold the button down. 120 volt breaker, 3000 watt inverter charger, 12 volt breaker. I got a running stove in here that runs off of propane. Emergency fire extinguisher. That's everything on the one side. This vanity I got, I would like to continue all these drawers all the way down here, cover up everything I got in here, and then just build it up to a massive wall with cabinets. I'm gonna start that project very soon. I already filmed this whole vanity build, which I'm gonna post very soon. But across from the vanity, I got 2 fridges because I'm into bodybuilding. I got a bunch of meal prep containers. Underneath the fridge, I got a toilet. This toilet's pretty sweet. Think of it like you're dropping a brick into a sock and then you're spinning the brick while it's inside the sock. That's essentially exactly what this toilet does. It's extremely sanitary, absolutely smell-proof, easy to dispose. Underneath the toilet, I got my scale. I weigh myself every morning. I'm bulking up right now. And then down here by the entrance of the van is my heater. Behind this insulated curtain, you can see my heaters underneath the passenger seat. And then here, I got this couch. This couch is really sweet. I'm gonna show you why. Drops down to a full-size bed. I only got half a mattress on it right now. This is a temporary mattress just to get me by. This mattress used to fit right in between this corridor of my van when I hooked up my battery bank on this side and I had my inverter on this side. I couldn't fit a whole mattress in here, so I just got this memory foam topper, cut it in half, threw it in here. Eventually I'll have a full bed that covers up all the plywood, so it could be the same size of a twin size. And then also I have this pull-out vacuum. This vacuum's cool. It can reach anywhere in my van with just that little hose. In this little drawer, I just have instruction manuals teaching you how to use all the components in my van. And I also have a carbon monoxide detector. I build this van while I live in it full time. So my track for the track saw is just on the floor right now. It's really all I can store it. Now there is a finished floor underneath this masonite, but this masonite's just good for protecting my floor because I have heavy metal parts that I don't want to drop and damage my floor with. So this is just a floor protection. Extra 2x4, small box of sockets, small box of Forstner bits, and this is my bag of tools. It's difficult to travel light when you're building a van up from scratch, but I just got the basics with me. Like I got all my bits back here next to this drill gauge, and yeah, these are really just all my tools. These are just all my hand tools that I keep with me. I got 2 speed squares, a bunch of hole saws, screwdrivers, glue, hammer, tape measure, torpedo level chisel, 2 jig devices for cabinets, some clamps. I got a bar clamp right here, channel locks, linesman pliers, flexible apex, everything I need to build this van up. And I never really showed off the front cabin of the van. I got a massive homemade speed square that I built just a few weeks ago. I got this bigger tote here. That's got all my bigger tools in it. You can see I got my bigger clamps here. And then we open it up and you got all my power tools. I got plenty of saws in here, but something that I really want to show off are this piece of metal right here. This is actually for sawhorses. I use these all the time when I have big projects and I don't want to drive all the way to my parents' house to build something. I'll just set this up at a Home Depot parking lot and I'll have my own work table to build real quick. It's kind of dangerous to keep your toolbox in your front seat like this. I tried to buckle it in, but this will only be temporary really. Do I recommend people do this? No, I do not recommend you buckle in your toolbox. Maybe if you could pull a handle out and put your buckle through the handle or something. But if you get into a car accident, this toolbox could hit you and it could kill you, which would not be ideal. But in front of my toolbox here, I got one more saw. Wintertime is coming to an end, but I got all my winter stuff right here because I work outside. And I got a little speaker right here for work. And then I got some oil for the vehicle. And I got some oil for the generator. I got some cleaning solution. And then a high-vis vest for work. So that's really the full tour. Oh wait, 12-volt AC unit. 12-volt fan. This is the jug for my heater. And everything is able to power because I have a bunch of these batteries. These are 12-volt lithium batteries. I got 6 of them. Each of them are 100 amp hours each. So I got 600 amp hours of power. And then I got some more storage down here and some clothes. I also have this shore cord right here. This is for plugging it into my generator if I am struggling to get power from my solar panels. All right, I'm on my way to work right now. So living in a van is very good for running a YouTube channel, working full time, working over 50 hours a week, building a van up while you're going full force on a bodybuilding program. Because just think, if I were to get an apartment, if I were to continue living in my parents' house, if I were to get my own house, I'm gonna be commuting very far to work no matter where I live. So I could get an apartment close to the job site, yes. But that job site's eventually gonna end. What am I gonna do? Figure out exactly which day I'm gonna be ending the job site and then having my lease end on the same exact time, and then I gotta apply for a new lease right next to my other job. That's pretty impossible. They don't ever tell me how long I'm gonna be on this job site for. I could be on this job site for 1 day, I could be on this job site for 12 months, and it's never guaranteed. So if I were to just get a decent house or get a decent apartment, get a decent truck, I'm not gonna be playing with a full deck of cards because I'm always gonna be commuting extremely far for work unless I'm living in a van, which I can sleep on the job site if the contractor allows it, or I can sleep in areas that legally allow it. But I go to the gym every single day, and the gyms that I go to have showers. So what exactly do I do in my van since I'm saving all of this commuting time? Well, let me show you. So that right there is a wrap for work. Here's my little office right here. I'm just sitting on a little camping chair. But check it out. This is what we got planned for the van. So when I zoom in, you can see that I'm sitting right here right now. And here's my bed. This is the vanity sink right here. So to the right of this vanity, I'm gonna have a massive set of cabinets, which is this big block right here. I'm not making this 3D model look perfect. There's no reason to, because I know that this is my wall of cabinets. And this 3D model is not what I'm going off of when I'm building my cabinets. If I minimize this and I open up SketchUp, you can see I have some projects here. It's hard to tell, but if I zoom out a little bit and I start spinning it around, you can kind of tell that this is the carcass of my vanity that I just built. This is why the 3D modeling of my van isn't 100% accurate, because this is where the accuracy comes in, is on SketchUp. Like you can see, like I can zoom in all the way right here. You can see I was cutting 3/4 inch grooves on this. This is 3/4 of an inch. This is how accurate you can get. This thing can zoom in really close on just a 1/16 of an inch. This is mainly what I'm using to design my cabinets. This is just the rough idea. So this big block right here is gonna go right where every ugly thing is. You see all those backer boards and you see all the blue conduit running down. You see this random box here. That big block is gonna cover up all of that. And it's just gonna be a massive wall of cabinets pretty soon. And it's gonna go all the way up to that propane box. And then when I'm done in my office, this chair, look at how big this chair is.